Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I am so surprised. I managed to figure out how to get this to work. I don't know how. Don't look at my mess here because I've got a bit of a mess because I've been working on some videos and doing some things, and I'm hoping this is all working. Anyway, I'm doing something exciting today. I am been working on some projects, and I have a video I'll be submitting later today on getting into your queen energy. And so today's reading is actually an energetic. If you could see yourself in the future and in the queen energy. So I'm going to direct our reading today in that type of energy. And for all of you who have never joined my channel before, thank you for joining my channel. I'm sorry for the chaos that you're looking at behind me, but this is grab my coffee. This is actually a reading on getting into your queen energy, what you're going to experience. And if you're not familiar, hi Anne, if you're not familiar with me, I'm all about not only doing tarot on you, but how I can help you integrate into the divine feminine energy that you want to be in, so you could magnetize and manifest the type of life that you really desire. Whether it is relationships, it's whether it is money, whatever it is. My name is Vicki Martin. I am a relationship coach. I've also helped others to align with their potential person, soulmate, twin flame, whatever term that is resonating with you. And as well, I've assisted others in manifesting their dream life. So, all of you as well, if you haven't had a chance, I do have a website, Love in the 12th Dimension. There is a free download for those who want to take advantage of your gift. There is a coupon code that you have to use and check out, and you don't have to pay anything. Hey, Marion. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Thank you for joining me. So, you two want to be the first on the list. I can certainly do you. I just need your permission to do so. And hey, Dawn, I am doing, I'm doing, speaking of Dawn, we were speaking earlier, and I'm doing a meditation shortly after this on getting into your queen energy. And so I thought I would do a little check. Hey, Carol. So, Dawn and Carol, I promise I'll do that meditation after this on queen. But I thought, wouldn't it be fun? Let's do a reading first. First card would be your crown, which is your timeline shift, where you are becoming your future self, where are you actually heading towards. And then the mirror, which would be what you are meant to see, which is what you are missing or being blindsided by. Three, the throne. This is where your power lies. This is your focus energy and where you are focusing your energy towards your goals. Fourth card would be your cloak, and this is your protecting yourself, what you must release. And so these are usually outdated attachments or energies that no longer serve you. The fifth is the torch, and that will be what is guiding you forward. And so this is your queen move. This is your energy that is helping you to guide yourself towards what you are trying to achieve. Your treasure is your sixth card, and this is what you are calling in. This is what you are meant to receive. This is your destiny, your birthright. Your seventh card is your prophecy. This is a message from your future self that I will deliver for you. And underneath the deck would be the overall crown message. What is unlocking you for you to fully step into your sovereign energy. All right. So, are you excited? Who wants to have a reading? So, I've got Anne, I've got Miriam, I've got Dawn, I've got Carol. So, obviously, who wants in? Who wants in? All right, Miriam. Let's do you first. All right. So, Miriam. Marion. Okay, Dawn. If you don't mind, Dawn, just because I think you're the only one here who can right now, you can just type in the chat Marion. And so this would be, and if you see the timestamp, if you don't see the timestamp, it's 5:38. Just put Marion 5:38 for me. It would just save me because I don't have my keyboard right here on my desk, or I'd do that. So the crown for you is the Two of Cups upside down. So the Two of Cups represents soulmate energy. It represents, and this is the timeline shift. So what I'm getting here is you want to have this close bond. You want to have this spiritual connection. You want this unity, this you and this person, this divine connection. You want to see that this connection is your person. But this timeline shift is, how can you be knowing that you are the prize, not them, not the other person? You are not incomplete. You are already full, and that you are the prize. All right. So the timeline shift is for you to see that you are not lacking without them, that you are already the soulmate. You are already their unity. You are the spiritual connection they need. You are the prize. All right. The mirror that you have to see is the Five of Pentacles upside down. So what are you missing? What is your blind spot? What is it that you're meant to see? But the Five of Pentacles has a lot to do with hardships and loss and abandonment. And so this has a lot to do with you having an abandonment wound, you feeling that everybody leaves you, that nobody actually comes and stays, like everybody is coming, getting what they need and leaving. And so for you, the mirror is the nobody can leave you if you are staying present in yourself. Like, so this victim mentality is, and funny, Dawn and Carol, we were having a discussion about this, right? So that victim mentality, if you understand how that works, everybody always leaves you. Everybody, it's a mindset where you're coming from lack. You're reacting to pain. You're reacting from loss. You're reacting from absence. You're reacting from a void. And so, because of the fact, what you are missing, or what you were meant to see, is that you are that void yourself. When you get involved with someone, you abandon yourself. It's self-abandonment. And as long as you are abandoning yourself, I don't know where this camera is. I'm looking for which camera. It looks like I'm looking somewhere else, but my cameras are, I'm pointing to my cameras, but my eye line is looking at you guys. So, so what's happening is the blind spot that is happening is you are abandoning yourself. You are actually depleting yourself. You are looking at them as the rock star, as the savior, as the amazing person. And you're not looking at you being the amazing queen that they are seeking. You are not realizing the potential that they should be only so fortunate for you to give them the time of day. That this is really about energy. And so, as long as you are trying to heal them, trying to fix them, trying to make this work, trying to people please, trying to feel validated, you're trying to do this because you're hoping that they don't leave. And so, as long as you're manifesting from that place of, I hope they don't leave. 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 I hope I don't leave. The universe is saying, "What, you want them to leave? What, do you want them to leave? Do I can?" And so it's really confusing. Your energy is manifesting from a negative mindset. It's manifesting instead of, I am so abundant. People love me and want to be surrounded with me. You're instead coming from, every time I love somebody, they leave. Do you see the limited belief here? So the throne, your focused energy. And it says your throne, focused energy, is the two of wands upside down. And your focus energy is, instead of making a plan and allowing it to happen between you and another, you choose automatically it's going to happen a certain way. You don't allow the other person to be part of the decision. You automatically assume they're going to leave. You don't let the person have any say. It's like you are overriding their decision. The cloak is 3 of swords upside down. And the cloak is what you must release. And the cloak's releasing that this heartbreak and pain and separation and grief and sorrow and trauma. They're not going to heal it. They'll never heal it. They're never going to fix it. It's never going to go away. It is an underlying current that is always going to be there. And when we talk about transmuting this energy, it doesn't mean automatically everything is great. You just have to accept the fact that you've gone through all of those things. Those things are real. Those things are energies that you have experienced, and this is what created the experiences and how you respond. You respond in a way as if you have already been triggered many times, and so it's a repetitive subconscious energy of, they're going to hurt me. They're going to separate. They're going to pain. They're going to hurt me. It's time to let it go. It's time to understand you've outgrown it. You have changed so much. You have grown so much. It is time for you to release it. Because until they hurt you now, not what they did in the past. If they're coming back for a second choice, if they're coming back for a second chance, if they are coming back because they change, maybe it's up to you to give them a chance to show everybody that they did, because you are blocked here with this curse of a retribution that if I make a mistake, I am now going to live every single day with that pain and with that disgrace, and I will never have another chance to redeem myself. Give them a chance to redeem themselves, because it is the cloak that you're wearing every day. The torch, what's going to guide you forward? 10 of Swords. And the torch that is going to guide you forward is give up. Allow yourself to know that this has been so exhausting, so much that God said, enough. Are you done now? Because you said you wanted to take control. And God is saying, and if you don't mind me using the expression of God as a third person, but it's an energy of allow it, hand it over to God, right? This is an energy of hand it over to God. The torch, what's going to guide you forward? It's time to hand it over to the universe. It's time to hand it over to God. It's time to hand it over and say, okay, I need some help. This is not working out for me. The light that you needed to see is that you do not have the capacity to do this all by yourself, that you need outside help, whether it is a coach, whether it is somebody to help you with reprogramming your subconscious, or allow source to step in and guide you now. The treasure, what you are calling in now, is the Queen of Swords. Truth. An independent mind. Honest, fair, integrity. Don't wear that mask anymore. Say, oh, everything's good. You know what? Let's be fair. You held on to a lot of pain. You're held on to a lot of challenges, and it's not working anymore. So defeating yourself over and over and over again, trying to fix something that you cannot fix. And most times it was an energy of someone that you try to fix and save, and the monster does not exist. The monster is someone in a victim mentality that was constantly in fear of something that didn't happen yet. And as long as you're in that energy, you didn't feel safe. And if you don't feel safe, then nothing else will align, because the safety is in your root chakra. And if your root chakra is blocked, well, nothing else will happen, right? So all of this is triggered from the lack of feeling safe. So how do you feel safe? And by the way, I have all sorts of digital downloads you can look at on my website, Chisoni, because this is all about empowering yourself and starting to feel a little bit safe in your own mind, in your own energy. You are calling in. This is meant to be your destiny. a sound mind, to be able to be sovereign in your energy, not ruled by the subconscious and not ruled by your heart, but being able to know that what you say you will do and you will not lie to you. So good. I love this for you. The prophecy and message from your future self. Nine of Cups. I got another card I'll get for you too. You're going to get your wish fulfilled. Oh, we're not even done, girl. But you're going to get your wish fulfilled. You're going to have pleasure. You're going to realize you are being exiled from trauma. You are, this is what you pulled. You are to write, journal, script, because you have experienced some nasty disasters. You've experienced some traumas. You've experienced energy that may have not even been yours. Maybe even death. And maybe this has impacted you in a very negative way. But the laws of the polar opposites say, if you can experience death, then you can experience life. And if you can experience trauma, you can experience what true healing means. It's time for you to understand that you truly do have a choice. And the choice is maybe esoteric. It may even be changing your identity. Carol and Dawn knows what I mean by that. But when you say what makes you happy, what does that mean? And focus on that. You see, your message from yourself in the crown that you really are is not because of them and what they say you are, but how you see yourself. And when you can really truly understand who you are, you'll see that everything is really from that energy that you send out to the universe. It is just a pulse. It's a pulse. If you are coming from help me heal, and all you're going to see is all these broken souls showing up. I am broken. Oh, you're going to have some pretty spectacular energies showing up. Under the deck, the crown message, what is unlocking for you when you fully step into your sovereign energy? Transformation. You get the death card. It's time to let go. It's time to change. It's time to release and transition to the new you. It's time for you to take off that cloak and let it fall away and put on your new cloak, your new energy, and be the queen. That's your message. All right, Dawn, you're next. Wow. I got to say this. That was pretty cool. I'm pretty amazed at that myself. If you resonate with that reading, don't forget to leave a comment below. I appreciate your comments. It helps my channel. And you all have no idea how hard I work towards this for you. Marion, I hope this is received well. Dawn. All right. Dawn, I think you're the only one yet who is one of my moderators. If you would like to post Dawn and the time 25:42. It helps me to put up little timestamps. I'm not in my typical recording software, so I don't have my ability to put little times up. But I just wanted to jump on before I did my meditation. I just felt that, it's like Sunday, my weekend. I lost my whole weekend. I've been working so hard on some projects, I just completely got lost. All right, Dawn. So for you, the crown where you are becoming, the timeline shift that you are trying to achieve. I got the 6 of Cups upside down. And you're trying to achieve success in a situation where you want it to be recognized too. You feel a little bit like, oh, everybody else is got that. Why not me? Why do I feel that I can't achieve what everybody else is? I just don't feel like I can tick that off my box like everybody else. Like, why am I not achieving that for myself? Why is it that I am not able to have success in the simplest things that everybody else does? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's like, why is it that I am? And so you are going into a timeline shift of seeing that you don't need the recognition or praise. You need to praise and recognize yourself. You have to see that you are already successful and victorious. You already are the reward. You don't have to get it from anybody else. We only manifest people to have experiences of ourselves outside of others, and others are only going to mirror that. So if you are not receiving that recognition from others, it's because you don't recognize it in yourself. The mirror, what you are meant to see, what you are missing or being blindsided by. The moon. The moon has a lot to do with some illusions. It's got some secrets and uncertainty. There's a little area called the void, and the void is where we manifest from an energy of where we co-create with the universe. The moon works in cycles. It comes around every 28 days, and each day it has a different perspective. It has a different vision. It looks different every single day. But that moon is so powerful. It raises our tides. It affects us mentally, physically, and emotionally. So there is energies taking place that even you don't realize. And it's as simple as how close that moon is and where it resides. There may be some uncertainty, but eventually the tide will go high. And so, as long as you realize that everything that is happening for you, there is two sides of that coin. And for everything that may be a disappointment, it is a prize. You see, illusions and hidden confusion means there is maybe something yet not revealed. And sometimes those things are not revealed is a gift that we do not yet see. The throne where your power lies, none of wants. You see, your focus energy is a little bit avoidant attachment. You're a little guarded. You're a little resilience. You're so you go whoo. And so this is the energy of where you're focusing your energy. It's like you're all in, and then you just it's like you step out just as you're about to hit it. It's kind of like all of a sudden you sense it shift and you pull back your energy just when things are getting good. That's how you manifest. This is how things are. Where your power lies is just as things are getting where you want it to be, you pull out, you pull back, you get guarded. You're like, oh, when things become too close, you panic. So the cloak is a Five of Swords. What you must release. And the Five of Swords says, it's time for you to release all the times you've been bullied, the conflicts, the arguments, the disputes, the stress, the aggression. You never felt safe. You never felt that others would recognize the importance of you. You question it. You worked so hard, and then once you're ready to allow it to happen, this energy is because you've had other people that was so dominating, so bullying, so stressful, so much conflict. It's hard for you to follow through because you never had the ability to do that when you were younger. You never had the independence to make choices and to see the results of your choices. You always had somebody telling you what to do. It's time to let that go. Now, mind you, you're my client, so I'm not letting you go. You can stay with me, but everybody else. I can still stay your coach. But you get what I'm trying to say? The torch that will guide you. The Ten of Pentacles. Queen move for you is to know that your family is your soulmates. It's your legacy. It's the connection. It's what you inherit. It is the foundation of where you come from. It doesn't matter how dysfunctional it is. But now that you realize that you never was able to be in power to follow through with your choices without approval. It's time for you to make decisions and to see what happens if you follow through without anybody's approval. Even mine. You can go and do it, and just when we do a check-in, let me know how it worked out. But now I'm giving you approval to do that. So that's the thing. How do you feel when you realize you're inheriting a great prize? Money, wealth, success, and how to manifest as the queen. And what was holding you back is that you were in servant energy of looking for a queen to guide you. You thought everyone else was the queen growing up. It's time for you to step in as the queen and making decisions yourself. Because if all your family was a queen, then why not you? The treasure, what you are calling in. God, I love these cards today. The Magician. Look at you, you magnificent manifester that you are. You are calling in the resourcefulness of your ability to manifest. You have the power. Ding, 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 ding. Don't we know that? We know that. Dawn is one of my clients, and she's doing it magnificently. The treasure of what you are calling in without even realizing it. You are becoming a magnificent manifester, and you're already starting to see the results of it. So the prophecy and message that I have from your future self, I have the Four of Cups, Four of Swords upside down. Am I getting another card? So the prophecy message from your future self is identify your inner child. Look at where you were slave or servant to others. That you broke your heart when others had left. And that you even had so many ways experienced trauma through whether it was slander, or your faith. But you experienced a lot of pain. Hey, Brody, you experienced a lot of pain through your broken heart. It is time for you to become the healer. Whether you are to help others through creating something that helps you stay on track. Because your prophecy message from your future self says, keep going. Don't stop. Don't take a break. Don't rest. Keep going because you are on your way. You are doing such a great job And this is for you. Under the deck that is unlocking you to step fully into your sovereign energy is the Page of Pentacles. And that is, you have been goal-oriented, loyal, and faithful every step of the way. And because of it, you become innocently a wonderful manifester. And this is where you shift it into this energy. You don't have to wait for the prize to show up. You are the prize. You are the queen. You are the healer. And without you, I couldn't even do what I do every day. That is your message. I said that to you last week, didn't I? All righty. Who else? I'll do 2 more. I'm only going to do 2 more. No, I'm not going to do 4. That's a bad number here in Vancouver. I heard that. I'll definitely do 3. And what does I'm here mean? Does that mean that you want a reading? Oh, I see. Anne says me. Oh, we'll do Anne. Now, I tell you, there's been a lot of truth coming out. I hope you're all open, and please help me help you. I need your support, guys. I need you to watch my videos. I need you to help me gain my hours. I am only halfway there I'm only halfway there. So I can't seem to get enough hours in my videos. And if I can get you guys to watch my videos, share my videos, open up, because even though I have a lot of subscribers, there's not a lot of people watching those videos. And so I ask for your help, because there are people who would appreciate these messages that I have here that I'm sharing with you just as much would be important. I mean, like, mind you, I have a bunch of papers over here because I have some meditations that I'm preparing to do. And 2 girls here already heard it, and it's going to be amazing. So, there are, I do stand behind the work that I offer. Some people are not in alignment with it, and that's just because there is ways that they are resisting. They're not in alignment with it, but that's all right. We have all been able to agree that when you are ready to get into the energy that would be good for you, it doesn't feel comfortable. It feels quite, and look at me. I'm 57 years old this year, and I feel amazing. I'm absolutely enjoying everything that is happening to me. I love my job. I love the things that are happening for me. I am in a state of appreciation. There are things that I used to pay attention to, like my hair. I got to get my hair done. I've been supposed to do it for weeks now. I've been so busy and passionate doing other things. There's not enough time in the day, but so much has been happening. So it's time for us to realize that sometimes we get so caught up trying to keep up, trying to be something else. Just get into your sovereign energy. And when you realize you are a leader, you are doing all of these different things, maybe your energy that you want to do is something else. But until you realize outside of you, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change because something you have achieved or something that you have or something that's going to gratify you, all it's going to do is be another box that you get to tick off. And guess what? That is really ego. It's just, can you say you accomplished this? Would that make any difference if you had it? If you had another $100 right now, would that make a difference? It would make a difference if you were in poverty. It would make a difference if you were starving. It would make a difference if you just need a little thing. And so some of us have to accept the fact that they need more in survival. They need more to keep things afloat. And sometimes it's about balance. If you have a big job to do, you got to sometimes contribute a lot more money. So for me, I got to pay a lot of money sometimes to go and serve you. So I'm not asking for anything back. So if you don't want to send me money, help me grow so I could go and support myself to do this for you. All right, let's go back to Anne. Anne, you're a lovely sunflower. Just letting you know. Oh, yes, time 45:34. Thank you, Don. And the crown of who you are becoming. And you got the hairpin upside down. So, Anne, you are transmuting this traditional belief system that marriage and commitment has to be a certain way. And so for you, a traditional marriage, a traditional commitment, a traditional belief system of, there is no way that this is a mutual loving relationship because the way that you've seen relationships had to be a certain way. And so your timeline shift has a lot to do with this belief system. What is unlocking you to step fully into your sovereignty under the deck crown message is the Nine of Pentacles. So, the marriage, this has a lot to do with your crown and where you're becoming. And under the deck is the crown message. So I'm just going to go right into the end here. And because at the end of the deck, if the end of the deck says the Nine of Pentacles is the effort and success and the achievements should be enough. Because this has a lot to do with your destiny. And this has a lot to do with, Anne, if me and you decided to go downtown, get a ticket, and go on a cruise ship, and we pack our bags and we filled it up with all this stuff, and we went down to the dock, and as the boat is coming in, you look at me and you say, and where are we getting off in 2 weeks when we get off of this boat? And I said, oh, right here. We're getting off right here. What if that result in me getting on the boat and enjoying the next 2 weeks, knowing I'm going to get off right where I started, and you said, why do I bother then? I'm just getting off right here. I'm just going to stay. Okay. I'll see you in 2 weeks. You meet me right here. Who do you think had a more enjoyable experience? You stand there waiting at the dock for me? Or me who went on the experience and had experienced something different? So relationships for you, you want the same that you had before, because you know where it's going to end. The same type of way. Maybe we have to look at, what are you trying to achieve? What experience do you want? What would create some independence for you that you don't need a relationship to have it? What can you do so that you're married to you and have the most amazing experience no matter what the end result is? What about dating? Does it matter where it's going to go later? Does it matter if it's going to end up somewhere? Who cares? It might be fun. An experience you've never had before. This is something that I'm seeing here for you, because the mirror is showing up as the Seven of Cups upside down. And the Seven of Cups of what you're missing, or the blind spot, or what you're meant to see, is your progression is being stunted right now. Your progression is being blocked because of the fact you are not getting results. You're not getting the growth that you were meant to experience. That maybe your person is your person, but with that person, you can't have the experiences that you are meant to experience for your soul. So get out there. Take advantage of the opportunity. Instead of sitting there waiting for your person to come back, be like, oh my gosh, this is a vacation for me. I'm going to go and see everything I can see, because the clock is ticking. I only got a little bit of time. He might be back in a month. He might be back in 6 weeks. Well, that's your problem. That's not mine. That's your problem. Yes, but I'm scared. Isn't that nice? When he comes back, you're going to sit there and you're going to be all sitting there thinking, oh, my life is so boring right now. I wish I went and did all of this later, but I was scared. Like, you're just going to kick your ass. You're just going to kick yourself over and over and over again. And I'm just telling you right now, this is what is coming up for you. That's the mirror. The throne where your power lies. It has nothing to do with being interested in others. I didn't tell you that you have to go and sleep with somebody. I just told you, you don't even know what's out there. How do you know even what's out there? How do you know what your soulmate is? How do you know? What exactly do you have to decide this is your person if you never went out and met anybody yet? You've been having the same relationship, and that was it. And so, because of the fact, what this is saying is, you don't want to go on the cruise ship because you know in 2 weeks you're going to be exactly where you were. I'm just saying, you're supposed to have an experience, because you're stuck sitting there on the dock waiting. The throne of where your power lies, you got the Five of Cups. You are stuck in loss and grief energy. You're blindsided. You're just disappointment energy. This is the energy you're manifesting from. How can you win with an energy of loss? This is your focused energy. You are manifesting from this energy. You're waiting. Oh, I'm like waiting at the dock, waiting for my ship to come in. Meanwhile, my friend Vicky went out on that one and having a friggin' time of her life. I seen the text messages. The cloak, what you must release. Two of Cups upside down. Maybe this isn't your soulmate. Maybe this is not your person. How do you know? I've never had a bond like that with anybody else. Well, how do you know? How do you know? I'm just saying. There's potential that you're missing out on somebody special because you haven't given anybody else a chance. I don't care if you want to date. I think your whole perception of what that means, why can't you have friends? Why can't you have friends? Why can't you go out to a cruise and just socialize? This is not about sleeping with somebody. This is about you just meeting other people and socializing a little bit. The torch, what will guide you forward? The divine feminine energy. Be the queen. 3 years on your own. I'm sorry. You spent 3 years waiting in a chair. There is no 3 years on your own. You've been sitting there waiting. There's 3 years of your life that you could have done something that would be exciting, that you would say, wow, I wouldn't have been able to do that. It's time for you to get into your divine feminine energy and see the queen that you really are. It is time for you to nurture yourself. It is time for you to see that you are the wonderful, beautiful prize. And if that person doesn't show up, it's because there may be someone better. Is there potential that somebody could even be better? I mean, there's always somebody more handsome, better body, more money, and a new experience. The treasure, what you are calling in without even knowing. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is the torch, and this is the divine emperor and empress. You cannot tell me every single card that I have pulled today was not powerful. I just gotta, put it in there right now that even myself, I'm in awe of today's readings. And if you haven't listened or watched the other readings, go back and watch them because I'm just in awe of today's readings. But as you get in your divine feminine energy, and guess what? You will see your divine masculine show up. And they're in control. But actually, when you're in divine feminine energy, let them be in control, but really you are. You are in control. You see, the prophecy, a message from your future self, is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles, I don't get another card here, has a lot to do with you need to adapt and be flexible and let go of what you think it is and be open to receive what is actually meant to come to you. And in order to receive what is meant to come to you, you have to let go of any ideas of what you think that is. You see, you got to let go of the marriage. You got to let go of I want a commitment. I got to let go of I'm looking for my husband again. I got to let go of this identity that you are a divorcee. You have to let go of, this man left me and I'm waiting for them. There's an ending here that had to happen. And you know what? It caused some trauma. It did. You loved him. And because of the fact you loved him, absolutely. But if it's not mutual, you're not going to manifest equally a balanced relationship. It would be very one-sided. Do you want him to come back if it's only you contributing to the relationship? You want somebody who wants to adore you as much as you adore them. You want someone who is going to contribute. Somebody is trying to manifest you as much as you are trying to manifest them. Put it that way. Somebody wants you as much as you want them. Somebody wants you as much as you want them. Somebody wants you as much as you want them. I'm saying that over and over and over again because somebody wants you as much as you want them. And I don't think you understand anything about that energy because you are definitely in your own way. Remember what I said. Your Nine of Pentacles has a lot to do with what you are achieving. Your efforts and your success, your independence, your self-sufficiency. And what you have to do is get out of your own way and stop sitting there waiting for the ship to come in, because you're going to spend 35 years waiting for a ship to come in. And then you're going to sit there and say, oh, so you did all of those things without me. Oh, I missed out. Wouldn't it be much better? I mean, if your ex came back and he's seeing you were living your best life. Do you understand what I mean? Like, live your best life now with those who want to live those experiences with you. Because it looks to me like you're calling in your person. And maybe your person is not even the person you thought it was. It might be somebody who you actually deserve. Maybe you're going to get better. Maybe somebody who's going to give to you as much as you give. Because that's what I'm getting here. This person that you're waiting to come back, it's going to be one-sided until you learn. 111. I'm just looking at the clock. I've never even looked at the clock all day. I just looked at the clock. 111. This is the thing for you. The energy of that person coming back to you is going to be one-sided, not all in, resisting, just kind of like, oh, I'm looking for my queen. I'm just kind of like stepping in here for a little bit. Step up, become a queen. And live like you are. Because no queen would be sitting there at the dock waiting for time to go past. All right. It was Bodhi, and who else was asking for a reading? Bodhi, you still here? Carol, you still here? Well, I do have a meditation to go and work on for you guys. So I'm more than happy to wrap it up. It's been an hour. Bodhi, I know you asked, but I don't see you. Where are you? Did you leave me, Bodhi? If you're not here, how can I read you? I'm not going to go and do a reading with you banning me. I'll do a reading for the collective. How's that? These were so powerful. So I'll do this for the collective. Dawn, if you're still here, 105 51. 105 51. Thank you. The crown of who you are becoming, collective. I've got the King of Swords upside down. So what does this show me? That the shift of timeline for you all in the collective energy here is showing me that you are all getting out of the logical, analytical, subconscious programming and the emotionally detached methods. You were all being so serious, thinking you were authority, thinking that you are independent, thinking that you deserve everything you are. But really, what it is that you all didn't understand what was going on in your head. You know, you're reacting, you're struggling, you thought you had your mind made up. But the timeline shift is saying, what if? What if you're not clear? What if the possibility was there that the person that you thought you loved was narcissistic? What if the person that you thought was your soulmate is someone that does not even know that yet? Right? Somehow there is some veil that is covering the eyes and the vision of what is really happening here. The King of Swords is usually a masculine energy that is emotionally detached and very logical, straight and forward. This is the plan. This is how it needs to be. And so throw out those plans, throw out all of those strategies of how you're going to get your way, because there's a possibility that the strategy is not going to be effective anymore. The strategy is the possibility that the authority that needs to be in charge is them energetically. You need to be in charge of you. So stop focusing on them and focus on you. The mirror, what you are meant to see that you are missing or being blindsided by, is the Six of Wands upside down. And that mirror, what you're being blindsided by, that came out with Dawn's reading, is, you know, you're not recognizing your successes and your victories. When you look in the mirror, you don't see yourself achieving. It's like you're blocking your own success. You're not even praising yourself each and every day for everything you've achieved. You need to praise yourself each and every day, your wins. Each and every day, your wins. Do the mirror work. Look in the mirror and say, look what I did today. I am so proud of you. Look in your eyes. I'm so proud of you. You've achieved this today. You need this. The throne, your focus energy, where your power lies, is the strength card. This is where your power lies. Is your confidence, your courage, and your inner power. The cloak, what you must release, the outdated attachments and energies that no longer serves you. The Queen of Pentacles. What you must release is being the provider, being generous and caring and giving and nurturing and comforting and solving and being the confidence for everybody else. When I ask you to get into your queen energy, it doesn't mean for you to be the money maker. It doesn't mean for you to be giving. It's time for you to get into receiving mode. It's time for you to allow others to take care of you. It's okay to admit that sometimes you need help. It's okay for a king to step in and say, how can I help you, queen? Doesn't mean that you have to be with them forever. Enjoy what that means, however that is. A coffee with a nice person could be an enjoyable experience. And that is it. Be okay receiving. Be okay with knowing that you're lonely, or, I know you're confident. I know that you have inner power. I know that you're getting in your queen energy, but you are a magnet. What shows up for you? What wants to provide for you? What wants to take care of you? What wants to be caring towards you? Don't overcompensate, because most of these relationship dynamics is because you're doing it for them too. Like, how is that a relationship if you are both sides of it? You're in a relationship with yourself and just mirroring it with somebody else. The torch, which will guide you forward. Queen move, the Six of Swords upside down, which means it's time for you to realize you're not leaving anybody. You're not walking away from anybody. Six of Swords is usually where you see distance ahead and where there's time for you to move forward. What's going to guide you forward is knowing that you don't know what your next step is. You don't know what tomorrow is. Get in your energy of being a magnet. What are you going to attract? And tomorrow you may attract something different. Be okay with that. The treasure you seek, what you are calling in, is temperance. And temperance has a lot to do with peace and tranquility, balance and patience and harmony. This is your destiny. Yin and yang. Balance it out. It's time to get rid of the longing and the lusting and the ups and downs. You just want to have a nice, harmonious relationship with yourself. So the prophecy, the message from your future self is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is about fairness and gratitude. It has a lot to do with where do you give your energy and who is willing to give back. Because during childbirth, you get separated from source. And during that separation from source, we start hitting all of these lessons, trials and tribulations and lessons to learn how to walk this middle path, how to become our sovereign queen, how to have faith that we have never left, how to be love. And separate from the identity that we observe outside of ourselves. Our lesson is what is fair is a perception. What is fair is a perception. And what we tend to give to is usually those that will not give back. We overcompensate for those that we know will not be there. We tend to appreciate and be grateful for things that we do not have. Thank you, Cherry. We are grateful for the things that we do not have and receiving. And so that's the thing. The oxygen that we are breathing, we appreciate it once we start realizing that the oxygen is not going to be there. So, what is it that is going to be in your life in the future depends on what is in your life now. And so you can't manifest something in the future if you're not in the energy of it now. So everything that we are expecting from another has a lot to do with who we are. And so if you understand we all come from source, we're all coming from light, we're all coming from the very exactly same energy, and the energy you receive from somebody else is the energy that you can receive from another in that same energy, because it's part of you that recognizes source in another. Oh, did I just say that? Under the deck crown message, what is unlocking you for when you fully step into sovereignty is the Five of Cups, not upside down. And the Five of Cups has everything to do with you being blinded to what love is. You are all disappointed and only want what you can't have. We are seeking what we don't have because when we have it, we take it for granted. We appreciate the air we breathe when we're choking and cannot breathe anymore. We appreciate the food that we have when the food is depleted. We appreciate the relationship we have when it is so hard to get. But when we're in that long-term relationship, hi Chanley, hi Cherry, when we're in that relationship that is so not expected, we appreciate it. And this is basically why we as people pleasers are attracted to the narcissistic type of individuals that are unattainable, unavailable, and have no intention of staying. Because it's in us to find ourselves and to see that that person is to repeat the loss and the disappointment inside ourselves until we're able to see the lesson and to release it and to be okay that if you release that loss and you release the trauma and disappointment and you clear that energy absolutely from yourself, you will attract better relationships that they are giving and supportive. But it may not feel comfortable at first. It may feel quite uncomfortable because you've always manifested from this energy of yourself. You are not the Queen of Cups. And it's time for you to become the queen that you are. The queen is compassionate. She's a healer. And the queen is not only a healer and compassionate and supportive. We don't do anything. We just be. You don't have to convince them. You don't have to persuade them. And if you question at all if it's them or someone else, I don't think they're your king, because there would be no doubt at all, because they would make you feel like a queen and nothing else. They would be practical. They would be reliable. They would be committed. And they will take one day at a time on a nice level pace. All right. So I'm going to head off and do that meditation that I promised you. And thank you, Dawn, for doing those timestamps for me. And I thank you all. Please go back and watch those readings. They had so much in depth messages for you all. And like I have asked everybody, please like my video, but even more so, watch my videos. Watch my videos. Watch them, and it helps me to get my hours in because I need to get more of my hours in. Share my videos, let others watch my videos. It's all going to help me. And because I have so much more to give to you. You have no idea. And visit my website. I even have a free download for you. I have a whole bunch of other digital things, and I have more that I'll be uploading. And look for the next video I am going to be posting soon. I'm going to do a meditation to get you in your queen energy. And that will be my gift to you. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Queen